Okay, we are on page 271, section 8.4. Okay, problem solving. We are going over subtracting, but now they're going to be in the form of word problems, so we have to really focus on today's lesson. Jane and her mom made 33 puppets for the craft fair. What do I do with that number 33?
Circle it.
Circle it. They sold, when you sell something, are you getting it or giving it?
Giving it.
You're giving it. They sold 14 puppets. Circle 14. Underline the question. How many puppets do they still have? Okay, what information am I given? They made how many puppets? 33. Here, I'm just writing what I know. This is going to be easy for us because we do it on our morning work every morning. We're just breaking apart the information that was given. How many did they sell? 14. What is my plan or strategy? What can I do to solve the problem? Some went away means subtract. Again, mirror. Some went away means subtract. They had 33. She sold 14. That means 14 went away. Means subtract. That means take away. It's your subtraction sign. So, we're going to write I can, and then we're going to write this. Some went away. SWA. And that means what? Subtract. Subtract is just a fancy word for take away. Same thing. Show how you solve the problem. So how do we solve this problem? We write 33, take away 14, and then the answer will go on this line. So if we write it as a number sentence, it'll look like this. 33, trace it, take away 14 equals empty blank. You're just tracing. All right, here you're going to solve it. You're going to do an elevator escalator. 33, take away 14, equal sign, the division line that divides the ones in the tens place. Now let's look in the ones place. We always subtract the ones place first. I'm even going to write ones and tens because sometimes you may get confused. You don't have to unless you have the problem of being confused. Okay? So looking in the ones place, 3 take away 4. Can we do that?
No.
If the big number is smaller than the bottom number, we have to regroup. Regroup means borrowing from the tens place. Let's say it again. If the top number is smaller than the bottom number, you have to regroup. So we have to regroup. That means we have to borrow from the tens. We can knock at his door. Excuse me, 10, can I borrow one? Sure. 10 becomes a 2, and 3 becomes a 13. Now, can I take 13 away from 4? What's 13 take away 4? 9. What is 2 take away 1?
2.
What's your answer?
19.
19 puppets. Simple, right? Whenever you're reading these word problems, you have to show your strategies. You have to circle the numbers. You have to box the key words. You have to underline the question. If you do not do that on any of these, I will count it wrong. I will not even look at it. Okay? Label the model, write a number sentence with an empty box for the unknown number, and then solve. This is a number sentence where you're writing what you're doing. This is called a number sentence. And draw an empty box for the number that you have to figure out what it is. Okay? Let's read the problem. Charlotte had a box of 46 craft sticks. She used 28. If you're using them, are you adding or subtracting?
Subtracting.
You're subtracting. Box that word. Used is a key word. So Charlotte had a box of 46 craft sticks. She used 28 craft sticks to make a sailboat. How many craft sticks were not used? We're going to underline that question. We know we're going to subtract. So now we're going to write 46. She used how many?
28.
Take away 28 is empty box because we don't know the answer yet. Now we're going to write the number sentence. 46 take away 28 equals empty box. 46, now we have to do elevator, escalator. We actually have to solve it now. Take away 28 equals elevator, escalator, dividing the ones and the tens. Now let's subtract. 6 take away 8 is what, class? Can we do that? No. If the top number is smaller than the bottom number, you have to regroup. So 6, we can't. We have to regroup. 4 becomes a
3.
and 6 becomes a
3.
Good job. Wow. I'm really proud of you guys. You're getting it. 6. No, you haven't. 16 take away 8 is 8. And we know that easy because 8 plus 8 is 16. It's a doubles fact. Good job. 3 take away 2 is 1. So how many craft sticks?
18.
18 craft sticks were not used. Very good. 18. Not too bad, right? No. All right, I'm going to ask you to do number 2 on your own. Onliners, do number 2 on your own. Pause the video now. Okay, so let's go over number 2. Rob's class made 31 clay bowls. Circle 31. Sarah's class made 15 clay bowls. How many more clay bowls did Rob's class make than Sarah's? How many more is a huge keyword. When you read that, you should have sirens go off in your head. Subtract, subtract. Right? That's what your siren should be saying. How many more means take away. How many more is bigger, smaller, difference. Okay? So we have Rob's class made 31 class bowls. I'm sorry, clay bowls. I'm sorry. Okay, anyway, so they made 31 clay bowls. Take away 15 clay bowls. How many more did they make? So this is 31. Take away 15 equals, we don't know yet. Equals, again, we don't know yet. Okay. Now, 31. Take away 15 equals division sign. Let's say it together. If the top number is smaller than the bottom number, you have to regroup. So 3 becomes a
2.
and 1 becomes a
11.
11. Take away 5 is
6.
6. 2 take away 1 is
1.
how many more?
16.
16 more. All right. You can check that by saying 6 plus 5 is 11. So 11 take away 5 is 6. Okay, good job. All right, you guys are going to be awesome at this. So Wesley had 21 ribbons in a box. He had 15 ribbons on the wall. How many more? Ooh, ding, 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 ding. How many more ribbons does he have in the box than on the wall? Underline that. Circle those numbers. Wesley had 21 ribbons in a box. He had 15 on the wall. How much were in the box? 21. Take away 15 equals empty box. Here we're going to write the actual answer. Here we're going to do the elevator escalator. 21. Take away 15 equals division line between the 1s and the 10s. What's 1 take away 5?
6.
Can't do it. If the top number is smaller than the bottom number, you have to regroup. What's 11 take away 5 again? We just did it. 6. What's 1 take away 1?
1.
No.
0.
0. So I have 6 more ribbons, or Wesley has 6 more ribbons. Got it? Awesome sauce. Let's watch Professor Burger. Where are you? There you are. .4, right? All right.
Hey, Jeannie, what are you doing?
Oh, hi there, Professor Burger. I'm writing a poem about you.
Me?
Yes, would you like to hear it?
I would love to hear it. Thank you.
Okay, but just remember, it is a work in progress.
I totally understand, but I still love to hear it.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
There once was a teacher named Ed who had numbers running around in his head. He loved adding and counting, thought math was astounding. With his soup, he liked to have bread.
That last sentence is really, really funny.
I know. Oh, you like to have bread with your soup, right?
No, it's absolutely correct. I love it. But you know what's even better? It actually allows me to remind you of the story I wanted to share with you, which was all about a math riddle involving writing poems.
Excellent.
Do you want to hear it?
Yes, I do.
Okay, here we go. Jennifer wrote 8 poems at school and 13 poems at home.
Okay.
Now, she wrote 5 more poems than Nell. And here's the challenge. How many poems did Nell write?
I'm not sure.
It's a very tricky question
Mhm.
because this one, Jeannie, has many, many steps.
Oh, dear.
So first, let's just think about the first step, which I think is just to make an addition model to figure out the number of poems that Jennifer herself actually created.
Okay.
So let's think about that. So to make an addition model, what I'm going to do is I am going to make a rectangle. And here I go. Rectangle. Now, we know that she wrote 8 poems at school and 13 poems at home. So I'm going to divide this rectangle into 2 pieces. I'm going to make the small piece be on the left. That's going to represent the 8. Exactly. And then the large rectangle is going to be the 13 poems at home.
I see.
Okay? And now, if we add them together, what we see is 21. That's the total number of poems that actually Jennifer wrote.
That's a lot of poems.
Exactly. And I can write that as 8 plus 13 equals 21.
Wow.
So now that we know how many poems that Jennifer wrote, we can figure out in step 2 by using a comparison model
Oh.
to find the number of poems that Nell wrote. And let me have actually you think about how you might set up a comparison model that would kind of look a little bit like this rectangle thing and see if we can figure out for ourselves how many poems Nell wrote.
Great.
Let's think about it. All right, let's take a look at how we can actually make a comparison model.
Excellent.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is we know that Jennifer wrote a total of 21 poems. So I'm going to now write a big rectangle here to represent
21.
exactly. So here's the, and I'm actually going to write a little J to remind us that that's Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Right, 21. Now, Nell, we know, wrote some number, but we don't know how many. All we know, though, is that she wrote 5 fewer, so it's going to be a smaller number, so I make my rectangle smaller, and we know it's going to be 5 fewer than what Jennifer did, and that's Nell.
Oh,
So you see how it's a smaller rectangle because it's a smaller number?
Mhm.
And so the math that we have to look at is the 21 that Jennifer wrote, and now we're going to subtract 5 because
The 5.
she wrote 5 fewer.
5
Exactly. And so now we have to figure out what that is, and when we think about it, we see the answer is 16.
Oh, there you go.
16. And so we see that 21 minus 5 is 16. And look at all the steps that we did. We first used an addition model to find out how many poems Jennifer wrote in total, in all. And then, knowing that, we were able to subtract the 5 more to see exactly what Nell wrote. But the final answer is Nell wrote 16 poems. And that is the answer.
Good for Nell.
Exactly.
That's great. Oh, and it gave me an idea for the last line of my poem.
Wow.
Do you want to hear?
Absolutely.
Okay. There once was a teacher named Ed who had numbers running around in his head. He loved adding and counting, thought math was astounding. The answer is 16, he said.
That's brilliant. I love it. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Have fun with math. We'll see you soon.
All right. All right, so Jennifer wrote 9 poems at school. What are we going to do with 9? Circle it. Good job. Jennifer wrote 9 poems at school and 11 poems at home. She wrote 5 more poems than Nell. How many poems did Nell write? Let's break that apart and read that slowly. Jennifer wrote 9 poems at school and 11 poems at home. How many poems did she write altogether? She wrote 9 at school and means add, 11 at home. How much did she write altogether? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So she wrote 20 poems altogether. She wrote 5 more than Nell. That means Nell wrote 5 less than her. So what's 20? Take away 5. 15. So Nell wrote 15 poems. That was kind of easy, right? Good. Okay. Let's look at the next one. There are 70 children. 28 children are hiking and 16 are at a picnic. The rest of the children are playing soccer. So the rest are playing soccer. How many children are playing soccer? There are 70 children. 28 are hiking and means add. So if 28 are hiking and 16 are at a picnic, 28 are hiking, 16 are at a picnic. You have to add those numbers so we can see how many kids are hiking, how many kids are at the picnic, and then we're going to subtract that number from how many children there are in all to know how many are playing soccer. So let's do that step by step. When we add, we always add the ones place first. So what's 8 plus 6? I'm sorry, what's 8 plus 6? 14. Okay, what's 1 plus 1? What's 2 plus 2?
4.
So 44 kids are hiking and having a picnic. 44 kids are hiking and having a picnic. So now the rest are playing soccer. Well, we know there are 70 kids at that park altogether, right? And we know that 44 of them are hiking and at a picnic. We have to find out how many are playing soccer. So we have to subtract the total number of kids by the total number of kids that are doing other things other than soccer. So 0 take away 4. Can we do that? No. If the top number is smaller than the bottom number, you have to regroup. 7 becomes a, and 0 becomes a 10. Very good. What's 10 take away 4? 6. What's 6 take away 4? 2. How many children are playing soccer? 26 children. Very good. Box 26, because that's your final answer. Now, draw a model with bars for the problem. Describe how your drawing shows the problem. Okay, so let's do that. So the first step we did was what? We did 28 plus 16 equals, and then 44 equals empty box, but we solved it, so it equals 44. And then we did 70 take away 44 equals empty box. But it's not really an empty box because we already solved it. What is it? 26. So our final answer is 26 children are playing soccer. Right? All right, was that hard? No, it was not. Okay, so y'all are going to go ahead and do page 274, 275, and 276 on your own. Do not do the purple page today. You will do the purple page on, if you're in person learning, you will do the purple page on Thursday. If you're online learning, you will do the purple page on Friday and the test on Friday. Okay? All right. So, you guys can go ahead and get started. If you have any questions, do let me know. Okay? Have fun learning. See ya.